What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and it looks like we have a little bit of a data download for the upcoming Pirate Rumble stuff, as well as the new co-op quest stuff. So we're going to go through this. There's not really that much here. There is a new Sentomaru, which is the new Pirate Rumble legend. And then we also have a new free-to-play unit. So, we don't get free-to-play units very often, but this is the new co-op quest character. So even though this character is here, remember, we don't get this character until like 3 months from now, when this co-op season finishes. So we'll see exactly what this character has in store. Hopefully he's actually good. But let's go ahead and have a look at Sentomaru. So this unit is, as I said, a Rumble legend, is Strength, Free Spirit, Slasher. Interesting class combination for Sentomaru. I don't know if too many Sentomarus are actually Free Spirit class, but hey, this one is. I gotta say, artwork-wise looks really good. I wasn't expecting much. Like, we did actually know that Sentomaru was coming a little beforehand from Japan. They had some data download and stuff, but the data miners have actually got the artwork here, of course. But I wasn't expecting much here in terms of the artwork, but it looks really, really good with all the seraphim behind him. That's really, really cool. Remember that Rumble Legends don't have super types, super classes, so don't expect much in terms of the normal abilities. But Sentomaru here reduces cooldown by 1, gives attack boost 3.5, that's incredibly low, 1.35 times health, boosts his own attack and attack for characters with a cost of 39 or less by 5 times. Okay, so they want you to run low-cost units, and then boost the attack of characters with a cost of 40 by approximately 6.25 times. So if you've got exactly 40 cost, 6.25 times attack. And then specials that are applied to certain types and classes will apply to the whole crew. Oh, we haven't seen this ability come up in a long time. The last character that comes to mind that did this was the original Luffy and the Straw Hat Super Sugo Fest exclusive. Had a very similar thing where, if you use like an attack boost for fighters, it would be for all characters instead. If you have an orb boost for strength units, it's for all units instead. Very, very cool ability that we get with this one. So this could have some cool use cases, but of course there's no utility here. It's also very cost dependent. So I think generally speaking, it's not a great captain, but this effect, they're trying to make it useful in some capacity. This character's special ability gives cooldown by 1, reduces despair by 7 turns, boosts orb boost for characters with a cost of 40 or less by 3.75 for 3 turns. That's a very big orb boost. And then if your HP is between 70 and 90%, boosts attack based on damage reduction. Okay. So it's a very generic attack boost based on damage reduction, but you have to be between 70 and 90% health. Like, what are they thinking? This is just ridiculous. So, okay, special ability wise, the despair removal and the orb boost is pretty cool, but, let's be real here, like, this effect is rarely ever going to be activated. Sailor ability reduces special reverse, can't be blown away, pretty typical stuff for Sentomaru. Remember, it's a Rumble legend, so the normal abilities aren't supposed to be anything amazing, but let's see, hopefully the Rumble stuff can carry this unit. So the Rumble ability gives strength and free spirit characters 6 health, 6 defense, that's already very good. He gives himself level 4 shield, and then anytime a teammate is defeated, strength and free spirit characters get level 3 CT increase. So defensively focused, and then once characters start dying, your team speeds up with their specials. Okay, I kind of dig it. It's a pretty good Rumble ability. And then a 24 CT special targets 1 high attack teammate for attack up, speed up, and special CT up. And then special bind reduction by 20. Does he resist it? Okay, good. But again, like, usually like utility stuff like this in Rumble is very niche because it's all dependent on the opponent inflicting it to you. So, like, normally I don't think this is that good. What else does it do? It also targets 1 enemy with low HP for 4,000 damage and then targets himself for a level 3 shield. Okay, so he gives himself some defense. He gives one of your allies a bunch of buffs. And then 1 enemy with low HP for 4,000. I mean, the fact that it targets low HP is a good thing, but hey, it's only 1 character. 24 CT is respectable for what this does, though. But, I mean, again, at the end of the day, it's a Rumble legend, so it's only 20 cost in Rumble. So the fact that you can run this for 20 cost, I think, is pretty decent. If this was like a normal legend cost of like 55, this character would essentially never see play. However, the fact that it is strength focused and free spirit focused, whilst also being 20 cost, I think is actually pretty decent. So I think that there probably is some weird use cases for this character in Rumble right now, but I think I think this character's pretty mid overall. Like, you can definitely skip this banner, unless if, like, for some reason S-Hawk is back. That would be another enticing way for people to, you know, try and pull on this banner. I assume S-Bear might return, but we'll see. This character's Strength Free Spirit Slasher, mainly Strength and Free Spirit, so I assume that the banner this character debuts on is going to be also focused on Strength and Free Spirit. If that is the case, S-Hawk won't be there, S-Bear probably won't be there either. So we'll see. I just think this character is just kind of mid overall. He's fine. And then the next one here is Dr. Vegapunk. So this is the new free-to-play unit from Co-op. Remember, this character has a 5-star, and then eventually we'll get the 5-star plus when the Kizuna Clash comes out, when we actually receive this unit. So let's see what this character actually does. Captain ability buffs Dex and Cerebral characters, and then they get a more attack boost if they have Tandem Bomb or Super Bomb. So a lot of the Vegapunks, or at least the Vegapunk, main Vegapunk himself, a lot of the times focuses on Bomb and Super Bomb, which is interesting. Makes those slots beneficial, reduces special bind by 2 turns as a captain, I guess is kind of neat. The special ability reduces cooldown, or reduces special bind by 6. Okay, that's actually pretty good. 6 turn removal is very nice, and then further increases slot and attack boost by 0.3. A lot of Vegapunks also do that, where they buff other buffs, so that's interesting. And then if you have a Cerebral Captain, and this character's slot is either Bomb or Super Bomb, it reduces the duration of a chosen status effect placed on your crew by 2 turns. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. It is a bit niche though, because you need to have Bomb and Super Bomb, you need a Cerebral Captain, and then you can remove 1 debuff by 2 turns. So this refers to any buff on your any debuff on your crew that is an icon. So attack down, you know, a special use limit, anything like that, burn removal, right? This actually can also remove the pain debuff by 2 turns as well. So any icon on your crew that's a debuff, he can remove it by 2 turns. This character also has super type. You need to have 3 of the following units. I hate that they do this with these Vegapunks. A lot of them have really harsh super type effects. I get it though, they want you to use them all together, but like, let's be real here, it's pretty harsh. Like, it's pretty difficult to use this. The effect gives the next final tap an attack boost for a Dex or Cerebral unit by 25%. A 25% buff to final tap is actually pretty big, pretty significant from a super type. And then Dex becomes Super Dex. That's pretty much all it does. So super type is pretty mid, no one really cares about that. Sailor ability changes top row slots to Bomb at the start of the quest. That's kind of interesting. Reduces his own special bind by 6 turns, which makes sense with his special, so that's good. I feel like in most cases, you're probably just going to use him on a team to remove special bind, unless if his super evolution gets something crazy. I mean, his rumble stuff is pretty bad, no one cares about that. So what does he get when he super evolves? The damage from the captain is better, the utility stays the same. Man, the special ability stays the same as well, in terms of the utility here with the special bind. However, instead of removing 1 debuff by 2 turns, he can now remove it by 5 turns. Okay, that's a pretty significant increase. I wish this would have been buffed to at least 7 turns of special bind removal. And then it looks like that his super type pretty much stays the same, which is also kind of disheartening. He also makes Bomb and Super Bomb matching with his Sailor ability. He didn't do that before, did he? No. Okay, so he makes Bomb and Super Bomb matching with his crewmate ability, so that is an upgrade. And the rest of it's pretty much the same. I mean, look, he does have a lot of stuff going on with his Rumble stuff, but his character's not that great. I mean, he gives some buffs. He targets driven enemies for attack down. Like, that's kind of mid. No one really cares. You get a CT 10% reduction to all of your Vegapunk units when he uses his special. But he is Dex focused, right? Yeah, Dex teammates. So how many like Dex Vegapunks do we have? Really not that much. So I don't think that this character's going to be that good in Rumble. I feel like most use cases for this guy is going to be you put him on a team, you remove special bind, and then the thing is you have to get Bomb or Super Bomb for him to actually get his effect to activate. So this character is obviously going to work with Lilith and Usopp that just came out recently. Using him with that actually makes sense. But outside of that, I don't see how this character can generate these Bomb and Super Bomb slots. You need to use other characters in order to do that. So most cases, you're probably just using him to remove special bind, which is very, very mediocre. Very, very disappointing, I think, for this Vegapunk character. I feel that like kind of sentiment with a lot of the Vegapunk characters that come out in Treasure Cruise. I just feel like they're kind of underwhelming. It feels like they really want them all to work together, which does make sense thematically, but it just comes out to being clunky because you can't really use a lot of the Vegapunks outside of their dedicated team. because they just get a little clunky. There are obviously some exceptions, like the first Legend Lilith that ever came out. Like, that unit can be used in a lot of good teams, of course. And then even the OG Vegapunk from the Kizuna Clash Legend, like that guy can be used in a lot of teams as well. But like a lot of these subsidiary Vegapunks, like the lower tier rarity ones, they're just kind of mid. So yeah, kind of disappointing there. And I feel like Sentomaru is also not really the greatest either. I don't really know what's going on, but it definitely feels like they're releasing a lot of underpowered units, you know? At least, you know, New Year's obviously brought us a lot of power creep, you know, with some characters with high damage numbers, of course. But it just feels like we're just waiting for the next Super Sugo, the next big celebration, because all these characters that keep coming out, you don't need them. They're just completely mid, and you do not need them. So that is going to wrap it up for me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about these guys down below in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. If you did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.